Today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of NASA engineering and the science behind the amazing world of NASA and the amazing creations. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, is the agency in the U.S. responsible for space transport and things that go on in the outside universe. They deal with the amazing outside world like the moon and the other planets. They also have people known as NASA engineers who are very smart and intelligent people who has made lots of creations in the world today. This here is a NASA engineer. A NASA engineer is a person who handles the hardware and software at NASA. They are also responsible for gathering information NASA needs to help create and take and make items. And they also play a big part in helping with the planning of the future Artemis missions. Something NASA engineers are currently working on for Artemis is the creation of the Orion spacecraft. The spacecraft is going to be used to take the humans, aka astronauts, further into space than they have been to before. The Orion will transport the humans far into space safely with multiple emergency and safety features. But being a NASA engineer is not an easy task. There are lots of things required. You have to have proper knowledge and also have to know what you're talking about. Most NASA engineers are very smart individuals. Also, being a NASA engineer requires you being able to know a lot about science because science plays a big part in NASA engineers' work. NASA science has a very huge part in being a NASA engineer as well. NASA engineers use their work and their knowledge they have to help NASA build softwares. And in the process of doing these things, you need to have an extreme level of smarts, which a high percentage of NASA engineers have. And they also have to put all these things they know together when they begin to work on the NASA CTE project, which is also a big thing for NASA. NASA CTE stands for the Composite Technologies for Exploration. It is the project of NASA trying to use lightweight materials as joint-to-joint large rocket structures together, such as the Space Launch System. As the NASA engineers like the department of NASA where the programmers, manufacturers, designers, and researchers and etc. are located, they make hardware and software required for testing and running the large spacecrafts. NASA has made a lot of things in the world to help us today. For example, NASA invented insulation made from aluminized polyester called the radiant barrier. It's used to keep people and spacecraft safe from harmful radiation and has become very popular and is used as a form of insulation in buildings and homes today. The information I talked about today really breaks down and explains what NASA engineering is, and also what is required to be a NASA engineer. And if you listen to everything I said today, maybe one day you could become a NASA engineer as well.